Live. Welcome back to the Proud Masculine. Proud Masculine Daily Live. Nightly Live, I should say. Um, thank everybody for coming in. We'll let the chat fill up. We'll get started on something. It's February 6th, 2025. In case y'all haven't noticed, what's up, Grass? Good to see you, man. How are you? In case y'all haven't noticed, it's not the 100 push-ups for 100-day daily live check-in anymore. I've completed that, and so now we're just following through. I'm gonna start something else. I'd like to see more of a commitment. If not, I'm just gonna do it and not even. It's of no benefit for me to create a challenge and you not join it. It doesn't help, nor does it hurt me if you do that. Uh, I just got in from jujitsu, Grass. Just got in. Anyway, point being, I'll come up with something else, and there she is. What's up, beauty? Gorgeous. How you doing? I'm doing good. I just walked in from jujitsu. I say just like 10 minutes ago. Whew, rough class. Um, so yeah, I'm going to create another challenge. For now, it's just going to be my nightly lives. You know, I never really expected this to catch on as well as it has, but I'm grateful it did, and I thank God that it did. You know, in this short time, I've been streaming, which is about 3 months now. Um, I've gotten an overwhelming amount of people who come in here and said how much this has all benefited them having here to come. And I've built up a pretty badass community here that I really love and appreciate, and I actually look forward to talking to every night. I'm going to start trying to make it a little bit more topic focused because what I'll tend to do is I tend to get caught up reading it. I'm trying to help the chat. Like I go in, I like to attend to the chat. Thank you, sweetie. What's up, Nevin? So I like to go through the chat and respond to the chat as it comes. And then so what you like the so I'll scroll the chat, but if I have something to say, I want to say it. I want to stop and say it. So I'll usually stop the scrolling because if I do like if I go down a little bit, it'll hold the chat to where it doesn't move. That way I can actually express my point. Divine says a $2 super chat for the algo. Divine said the biggest contributor in algorithm in building a channel is super chats. So he's doing his part. W's in the chat for Divine, y'all. Let's get some W's for Divine. Good seeing you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. But like this, in this case, well, what I typically say is if you have a question and you don't want to wait in line have the rest of the chat looked at, throw it in a super chat. And it's actually a way for me to get a donation and receive a donation and give somebody the props. Then I still get the donation. All the donations from this channel go into the construction of the studio, which is slow going because I'm doing it myself. And I still have the building, I still got to clean it out. It's a little building here on the property right outside the house. And I've designated it my studio. I was going to do it inside, and I was going to do it right there in that room, which is a study, but I decided I'm going to put it outside, and I'll have that whole room. That way I'll have my quiet space. Because if I'm streaming or doing videos, the living room's right here. Mrs. Proud Masculine would be handcuffed. She wouldn't be able to watch TV. She likes to listen to music. She likes to work out here. We're not home as often together, but still, I do this a lot. And she would definitely comply, but I wouldn't ask her to. I would just, yeah. Uh, yes, thank you, Yoko. Bert said, "Do you like 22 cm?" I don't know what that means. Divine said, "You weren't out here panhandling. The purpose for your channel has value for the writer." Yeah. And look, my coaching isn't free. I try to offer free things of value, videos, content, these live streams. Um, I still got to make money. I don't know, but people think I'm a volunteer. I'm not a charity organization. I mean, but you're getting worthwhile, valuable life experience that could really help transform your life. Genuinely. I've helped dozens of men. And as fulfilling as that is, and you see the point, everybody thinks free, free, free. If you don't pay for something, you don't respect it. It's of no value. You have no respect for it if it's just given freely. Look, in the beginning, when I first started doing this, I tried doing like giving friends and people come in and say, "Oh, I'm a little tight on money, da da da. Can you help me out? I'm in a bad jam. And my girlfriend broke up, or I'm having problems dating, and I can't do this, can't do." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it for free." And they never used it. It'd be like I'd spend my valuable time. In the meantime, I have paying clients that don't ask for anything, and that actually take the advice and the guidance seriously and genuinely apply it because they had to contribute something to that. They had to invest in the process financially. So they took it seriously. The people that you give stuff to, they don't give a shit. They really, they don't value it. They don't. Here's one thing I've learned about entitled takers. All right. These people's lives are the way they are because they never contribute. And this is something it took like 2 years to learn. And advice was given to me by a mentor. He said, these people's lives are the way they are because they don't contribute anything. Anybody who walks your life just taking and taking, always on the lookout for what they can get for nothing. And if you have that mindset, you never go anywhere. You're stuck. There's a very limited place you can go mentally, emotionally, and spiritually with that attitude. No, and God does not bless that, beauty. You're right. And that's my whole point. God's word is about giving, service to others. So I put the time in for service to others. And there's other little things I do. I donate to a charity. I want to start a charity for part of the proceeds of the donations and my consultation fees goes to, like a men's mental health fund because men's mental health and well-being is way overlooked. And, we got a lot of men that suffer quietly and in silence through life. It's awful. And I knew some, and I lost some because of that. And they are starting to be some things available, but I'd like to give to a place where men have a resource that can get, actionable help. So, shit, my mic fell off. Motherfucker. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, back to the takers. Um, hold on. I hope I'm not scratching out the ears. I told this advanced mistake. What am I doing wrong? All right, I got it. By the way, how do y'all like the mic? See the new mic I got? It's a wireless mic to kind of, enrich the sound a little bit. but I don't know how it sounds because I can't hear it. So, yes, and what I've learned over time is these people that just want to come through and take, and it's like all about me, 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 me. These people's lives and circumstances will never change. Oh, thank you, beauty. Things will never change for them. They don't really think there's anything wrong. And most of the people that don't want to invest in themselves are not going to take themselves seriously. And that's why they are where they are in life. I have a price range for my consultations where it's affordable, but it kicks out the cheap people. I don't like cheap people. I'll say that till the day I die. Cheap people can just stay out of my way. If you're so goddamn cheap and you telling me you can't fork up my fee to invest and help yourself and change your life, then you're really not serious about doing the work. That tells me you're not serious. I had a guy one time I was helping. This is a few years back. Gave me the sob story. I said, look, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to do you $50 a session. You got to commit to 4. And if you don't show up, if you don't do the stuff that has like the stuff we talk about, the actions that I give you to take, the actual exercises and the work, if you miss one assignment, one session, I don't care if you can't postpone, you can't say, can we talk 5 minutes late? You better be there on the dime. With Sundays at 6 p.m. And I'm sticking my neck out for you. This is when I kind of got fed up with so I just discounted it. I didn't give it to him for free. Well, and I said, you got to pay for all 4 sessions up front. And I'm giving it to you as a steal. And if you void any of that, the arrangement's over with. I'm telling you, miss one time, 5 minutes late, because I do a lot of writing and journaling with things. I like guys to keep notes and take notes. That way we have talking points every time we have a live call, because that's what it takes. So, and he's like, oh, thank you so much. I'm so serious about this. And that's what I tell guys. Like, look, if you're not serious, let me save you time now. Save your money, save your time. I'm not the guy you want to work with, because I'm not here to waste time. I'm not here to stroke your feelings. I'm not here to tell you you're a victim. I'm here to get you a solution. I'm here to get you answers and uh, progress. I'm here to produce a tangible result for you. But you need to listen and don't ask any questions out of what we're talking about. And if I tell you to do something, do it. Don't question it. Because I've had guys come in and say, yeah, well, I do this already, do this. I tell them, that's it. I can't work with you. I can't. I don't have patience for that. But it's like the second session, this guy tells me he went out. He was him and his girl were broken up, and he was distraught. And he gave me the story about working and doing all, and he tells me he went out. Our second session, he told me he had gone out the night before, the Saturday before our session. And he's telling me that he met somebody else, he was buying drinks, he was out all night. They went and ate appetizers. I'm like, hold up. Where did you get the money to do that? You got money for that, but you don't have enough to pay me, and I'm discounting my price so you can live it up. Like, well, I just didn't have it at the time. That tells me you got no fucking integrity. That tells me you're a cheapskate. I finished the thing. He came in late for the 4th session, and I nixed it. But those people don't take themselves seriously. They don't take life seriously. Those people inherently want somebody to help them justify their bad decision making. They want somebody to vent to and to say, they want me to say, oh, it's okay. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, she don't know what she lost. Oh, and I'm telling you, that's not how my sessions go. But that's what these type of people are. They'll never get a result in life just because they have no real drive and ambition to do anything different with themselves. I deal with driven men, motivated men. Motivated They usually come to me motivated by drastic self improvement. And that motivation comes from the pain, usually the pain of a breakup. 99% of my clients came from breakups. Nah, I'd say 97, because I've had a few guys come in, to inquire about better dating skills and stuff. But my channel was originally surrounded around breakups, breakup recovery, relationship recovery, um, like what to do post breakup, how to handle it. If you want her back, if you don't want her back, but want to make sure you don't wind up in the same position. If you've been broken up and you're having trouble getting back out there dating, if you're struggling with your body, if you're struggling with your mindset and all, that's where it really all originated. And every person that came in didn't ask a question, didn't question the price, didn't question me, did exactly what I told them to do. And all the people who had that attitude were people who were willing to invest in themselves, which is your most valuable asset. Why would you not want to invest in yourself? And you see, people often overlook this whole relationship and dating thing as something that is natural. It's a skill. It's a skill. And you can be squared away financially. You can be squared away mentally. You can have your body right. You can have your money right. You can have all your shit in a row. But if you're bad with women, you have an incomplete life. The other stuff will never stabilize. A man who understands women and how women operate and understands himself is a trustworthy man. That guy will never let you down and never stab you in the back. I promise you that. And I'm not just talking about a player. I'm talking about a genuinely masculine, fully integrated man. Because, and this is what I tell guys in the beginning, a lot of the guys come to me for the dating advice. You know, look, they want to have sex, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I tell them, that's the easy part. That's easy. It's maintaining that high attraction and keeping the polarity and the attraction high throughout a long-term relationship. 10 years, 5 years, 10 years. Because after about 2 years, you're fully out of the honeymoon stage. Sometimes it can go from 6 months to about 2 years. And that's when a real relationship begins. And it's easy in the beginning when you're so into each other. You all you do is think about each other, want to be with each other. You have all the bonding hormones, the oxytocin, and all these feel good chemicals pumping through you. You want to fuck every time you see each other, twice a day, and all this fun stuff. When that stuff wears off and normal life begins, and you start to really expose yourself, and she exposes herself, then it becomes day to day. Then you do some responsibilities. Then you introduce, time management, responsibility, possibly sharing a home, sharing things, and doing things together. You still got to keep it fresh. That's where you separate the men from the boys. I can tell you how to get laid. That shit gets old. I promise you it does. It's fun for a little while. And I think every young man should have a pretty extensive dating experience to kind of see the common things that women respond to, all women. Each woman's a different person, but there are a lot of things that are common, characteristics common across all women that they respond to favorably. And then not to mention, after a certain amount of time, the mask wears off. In the beginning, she thinks you're the best thing since sliced bread. And she's got this really high opinion of you. She's super into you, the attractions on the top of the scale. Um, as that begins to wane, and then if you were faking that for the beginning just to get the sex a lot, that's going to wear off. Your true colors are going to come through at some point. The real you is going to come out. And that's where I see a lot of people run into problems. You kind of get lost. And so I'm geared toward helping men genuinely develop maintain quality of life and a quality mindset based in masculinity, true masculine characteristics that release that inner masculine potential that exists in all men, just has been displaced or covered up through societal conditions, upbringing, peer groups, society, which has lied to men about what men aren't supposed to be and what women really respond to. So it's to get you into that place where it's authentic. It's not just a little fucking mask you put on to go pick up some chicks. But any of the guys that would come in, they pay the fee, they do the work, they got the results every single time. I still have guys. I had a guy a couple of weeks ago checking him. It was one of my first clients over 3 years ago, checking to see how I was doing, telling me an update in his life. And he's doing great now. He's been in a relationship for like 2.5 years. He looks great. He feels great. His mindset has changed. He's changed careers. He's doing something more geared toward what he enjoys. And he's making money. He's got him a steady girl, a girl who got with him when he didn't have everything. So she kind of, so that says a lot. If a girl's with you and she stays along for the ride, that's a keeper, brother. That's a keeper. And it's your job as the man in the relationship to keep it. Like, a lot of guys don't understand this. You start dating her in the beginning, that's why she likes you. She likes who you are in the beginning because you're strong. You really don't care if she comes or goes. You're really indifferent. You have a pretty indifferent attitude about the whole thing. You're a lot of fun. You're good looking, you're confident, and you like doing interesting and fun things with her. You still have to do that through the whole relationship. That never ends. The courtship never ends. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as attentive and all as the beginning, but you do have to maintain the momentum. And that's just part of the fucking deal, guys. Some men are like, what do you mean? Hey, what if I do this and I work? Yeah, well, guess what? If you don't, another dude will. Trust me. You get somebody like me swoop in and she's going. I'm gonna go through the chat. Janie, what's up, Janie? How you doing, sweetie? Good evening. We're divine. Says trainers always test their clients. How motivated, dedicated, and disciplined before getting the help. Well, and I'm glad you said that because motivation's fine. The motivation's going to be temporary. At some point, the motivation's going to wear off. Like I tell guys, you can wait it out. You can wait the hurt and the pain out of a breakup. It'll subside sooner or later. But then there goes your motivation. What you need to do is develop a habit of discipline, a strong, disciplined mindset. And what discipline essentially is doing the things that need to be done, whether you feel like doing them or not. I heard Mike Tyson say, doing the things that you don't want to do like you love them. And there's no greater reward than being able to discipline yourself to do the things that need to be done day in and day out. That's real freedom. And talk about strength and confidence skyrocket and your abilities to just do other things really well comes from that discipline. And it takes a while to sink in and really grab hold of you and show itself in your life. But that's part of real life. Of something that's quality takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And that's what a lot of people want. Like, it's been 2 weeks and I still think about her. Like, dude, you were with this girl for 3 years. She broke your heart. What do you think? We're going to have a few phone conversations and you're going to feel miraculous all of a sudden? It's a process. And he's like, well, I'm working out. I don't see any results. I said, because you've been working out for 3 weeks. What do you expect? Go compete in a bodybuilding contest? Like, your body don't even know what the fuck's going on yet in 3 months. Anyway, good comment, Divine. Lopez, what's up, Lopez? That's all right, touch grass. Angela, look who it is, y'all. Sweet Angela. I'm here to tell y'all, don't come fucking around in this chat. Angela's got an itchy trigger finger. She will snap two on your ass. Where divine says requires uncomfortable situations sometimes to want to make a move. People get complacent, is where the laziness comes from. Yeah, exactly right, divine. Um, anything that anything that experiences growth has pressure, right? Diamonds are just constant pressure over time. Seeds that plant into these mighty oak trees or under pressure that they have to push through pressure to get to the sunlight to be able to grow, and it's still constantly fighting. Pressure going up, pressure going out and down. Same thing. This is why I encourage men to do things that put pressure on themselves. Create the pressure. Society has become too soft. Society is too easy. We weren't designed to live in a comfortable job with the good enough wife and the good enough house and the good. This is where you see these guys that are 40 something and just kind of glazed over it. And it's not for everybody. So I'm not being judgmental. So don't take it as such. But nothing grows in the comfort zone. It's comfortable. I call it the warm zone. This is where men go to die a slow death in this comfort zone. Should always be striving for more and more and more. And it'll never be enough. And I hope it's never enough. I hope you get to deal with that for the rest of your fucking life. Why would you ever want to stop? Push yourself, push your mind, push your body, put your spiritual fitness under the test. Uh, Physically, go push yourself, go learn a combat sport, get into fitness, adapt your lifestyle to accomplishing things and investing in yourself. And all these things are investments. This isn't to do things just for the sake of doing them. You think God put you on this earth to skate by, to get by the skin of your teeth? No. God put us here to have amazing lives and an amazing experience because you only get one. This is not a dress rehearsal, y'all. And nobody's coming to do it for you. This is a start and a finish. And you see, the shit of it is you don't know when the finish is. And I know this is cliche, but you always hear the old people that look back and said, I wish I'd have done this, I wish I'd done that. And it's true. You know, I was always a driven, ambitious person, but there was a lot of things I left on the table. And I think about 10, 12 years ago, I really stepped into that and looked at that. And I really put myself out there. And I tell you what, these past 10 years, I've had some amazing life altering moments. And I've had some life altering lows. But I can't stop now. And I won't stop. Um, Grass says, I learned if someone you have a partner who doesn't do anything, they're lazy. They should not be your partner. Find someone who will help you with work. Well, here's the thing about that, Grass. Um, a lazy person and an ambitious person will never coexist. And it's okay to set your standards high for yourself. That way, when somebody comes along, you can have those standards that you want. The person you with is honestly going to reflect who you are truly. Not to mention, you want someone in your life in your corner, and you want someone in your life who's encouraging you to do well and push and reach your potential. And you want somebody that's likewise or have the same. There's a few core tenets that I have for dating. God first, somebody who takes care of themselves, who takes pride in themselves and takes care of their appearance, takes care of their body, takes care of their health. Like Mrs. Proudmasculine, very in shape, beautiful woman, who, but you know why? Because I want to have later years together. I want us to have a maintain a quality of life to an old and gray. I don't want to miss out on that stuff being old and sickly. I don't want somebody to have to come take care of me because I'm all decrepit and I didn't do what I was supposed to do when I was younger and take care of myself. And likewise, I want to enjoy life and experience life at the fullest. Obviously there's things like you got to have the same values and beliefs regarding finances. If you're looking, at this person seriously to spend the rest of your life with, parenting, what does parenting and raising children look like? Um, Nowadays, there's more of the workload and financial responsibilities aspect. These are very important things that people don't talk about. Sex, that's in my top three. And sex is up there with God and health. You know what I mean? Because it's true, it's important. That's the whole thing that separates you and this person you love from being friends is the sex, right? And it's natural. Sex is the funnest fucking thing you can do with another adult. That's the funnest thing as adults we can do is have sex. Tell me I'm lying. That's the funnest thing you and a woman can do. You can have fun and go dancing and go to eat and go on trips and do all this fun stuff. Sex takes it all. What do you do when you go on a trip? You find places to have sex. That's it. Um, Divine says, keeping the fire going, starting new honeymoon phase of switching up. That's it, brother. Eminem, thank you, my brother. From Guatemala. ¿Cómo está? Illusion wears off. Yoko Ona Beauty says, yes, it will. I think she's talking about the mask wearing off. She says, great advice to the men and women out there. You know what, y'all? I get so far behind in the chat, Beauty, that I don't know exactly which part y'all responded to. Forgive me. I get caught up and I got to say what I got to say. If I stop, I'll forget what I had to say. I'll lose my train of thought. Hey, Mads, how are you doing, sweetie? Thank you, Sea Soul. Thank you. Enjoy you being here. Make sure you hit that like coming in. Yeah, Grass, I know I'm right. Look, dude, I know this stuff very well. I understand these things very well. I'm very well read, very well versed, and very well experienced in the stuff I talk about. I live this shit day in and day out. It's not like I read a book and now I think I know everything. I mean, this is stuff that I apply to my everyday life. Thank you, Sea Soul. You jumped today. See, Mads, I told you, you're gonna be back up and dancing in no time. How you doing with the rehab, sweetie? Yeah, I know. You're gonna be on now. Y'all didn't know Mads had a knee surgery. She's a dancer. She's the youngest person I allow in this group. She's got an old soul. I can just tell. She's got a great energy. Normally, I don't let people under 18 in here because it's not for 18-year-olds. But apparently, her parents know she comes in here, and there's nothing too bad that I say. I mean, Grass says I'm 22, still learning and stuff myself. Yeah, brother, it's always you're gonna learn every day for the rest of your life. I hope. If you want to get ahead, book a session, brother. We'll get you started if you want to leg up. Right now is probably the easiest time in history for a man to stand out by making a few fundamental changes. Dom, I'm not her second daddy. Don't say that. I know you don't mean anything bad, but man says she's doing all right. Physical therapy is really helping. I've been taking Epsom salt baths. It's also really helped. Oh, it does help. I do the same thing. I soak in Epsom salt. Got a giant ass tub with the bubbles and all. I don't get in that thing sometimes and just pass out. I'll sit and have about 30 minutes soaking in Epsom salt. You need that. That's good for your body. You know, in ancient times, the cure for like melancholy and sickness and mental low places, they'd tell you go soak in the ocean. All right, beauty. She said, well, I love you, Joe. And may God continue to bless you as always, baby. And bless you too, sweetie. Your girl eyes done got heavy. Good. Love you too, sweetie. I'm glad you came in. Go rest up. I'm not going to be too much longer anyway. I got to rest too. Hey, Smiley. I see you. Touch Grass says, to be honest, the girl I told you about last night that I broke up with a few days ago, she tried taking me back today. Yeah, Grass, I could have told you that. They always circle back, brother. Here's what I want you to do. Tell me, let me know you're paying attention before I tell you this, Grass, because I'm only going to tell you once. I'm going to give out some golden fucking tip right here. I'm going to give you some gold, solid gold, 24 karat gold. Night, Yoka, beauty. I did drinking a Corona, eating hot pork skins. Sound good. Oh, yeah, man. I got a bag of pork skins in my lunch bag. Guy at work bought them for me, a buddy. Sea Soul said that's good to learn about the Epsom salts. Oh, yeah. It's good for your it's good for your body. It's healthy. You know how therapeutic to go sit in nature's water in the ocean, how much it does for you, for your skin, for your soul, like to connect with the earth like that. When you absorb all these minerals from the salts into your body, it's it's life changing. It's healing. All right, Grass, here we go. Block her and pretend as if she was dead, that you never knew her and you're never going to speak to her again. Make sure she has no avenue to ever contact you again. Her and the guy. Cut these people out of your life completely. Never look back. Never take a call. She's going to try again. She's going to come sniffing around. Don't give her an opportunity. And normally I don't say block chicks, like if y'all break up. But when somebody does that, that's the ultimate no. That's a non-negotiable, brother. You'll never speak to this woman again. And get on your fucking grind. And I'm not saying do this out of spite, but show her the man that she's going to regret losing for the rest of her fucking life. Let her know that she fucked up. And she'll never find somebody as good as you ever again. And that's what you got to do, my brother. Divine says, I love pork skins, but I only eat them rarely because of the grease. Nah, it ain't that bad. You they got the ones you can buy. They're really small and flat. You just drop them in hot oil and they puff up. And if you use beef tallow to fry them in, it's really not a fucking unhealthy snack. It's the one that you get out the store that are just full of preservatives and chemicals and shit that aren't good for you, that your body doesn't digest, that has a lot of endocrine disruptors in them. Uh, Blocker. Grass, look, I know it's good for your ego and it makes you feel good. Move on, brother. Never look back. She never gets an opportunity to see you, kiss you, touch you, speak to you ever again. She's burned every fucking bridge that could have been built back to you. And you're going to feel so much better about yourself for doing that. Because that's a true gesture of self-love to you. And you need that right now. So when you come in here tomorrow night and I ask you, did you block her? The answer better be yes. There you go. Cash says we need Ozzy Osbourne. Hey, Ozzy Osbourne needs him in his own life. The dude's going downhill. Yeah, she blows up your phone. She's regretting it. She knows she messed up. That's her choice. Look, dude, she made that choice. Now she has to live with the consequence. Just as if you've made a mistake or made a bad decision and you have to suffer the consequence. It's not your job to save her. She had an opportunity to work through things. She had an opportunity to have you all to herself. And what she basically communicated to you was that her life would be better without you in it. That's what she thought. So much to the point where she went and fucked another guy. Now she's got to find out the hard way, brother. Let it happen. Mad says, I also hit another goal today. I've always been underweight. I still am, but a big improvement for me. I hit 115, only up from here. Well, you're sitting up. You probably get to eat. You're not burning much calories. Up your calories when you get back on your feet and dancing if you want to have a little more weight on you. That's all you got to do. Calories in. Cecil thought something was funny. Yeah, so Ozzy Osbourne will get you going, man. No doubt about it. There you go, Grass. Everything. No avenues of approach to reach you. She can email you, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat. Let me see what else, so I don't leave any out. Um, Telegram, Discord, Signal, phone, email, nothing. Uh, Jojo says, keep trying to ask real questions. Raw potatoes. I love raw potatoes. Whenever I make French fries and stuff, I eat the raw potatoes. I wind up eating too many and I'm full. Grass says, I'm blocking everything. She has my phone from after the live stream. I don't know what that means, brother. Matt says, I've been working out, but I'm only hitting chest and upper body. I'm on one good leg. It's going to take a while once I can start getting strength. Well, it's not going to take as long as you think, Mads. You're young. You're going to bounce back. Bigger, faster, stronger, sweetie. Hit that core. Don't forget your core. That's right, Divine. She did you dirty. Have self-respect. And that's what you're going to gain from doing that. Believe me. Dom said, my ex broke up with me one night. I came home with another pretty girl while my ex was still watching, hearing outside windows. I made the new girl scream so passionately, screams everywhere. That's one way to do it. That'll get them. Look, here's the thing. Once somebody decides, once somebody changes the terms of the relationship and says, I no longer want to be in it with you, whatever happens is fucking fair game. You know, I had a girl tell me, like, the nerve. I've had a few girls tell me, like, oh, well, you didn't wait, huh? Like, what the fuck am I going to wait around for? You, like, I don't know what people don't understand about that. When you break up with me, it's done. Like, you made that decision. I didn't make that decision. And my sentiment was, hey, let's work through this. Let's see what's going on. Let's just pause and, oh, no, this is not going to. And I would get, oh, this relationship doesn't serve me anymore. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Oh, yes. Okay. You never beg. Once it's done, it's done. Now, look, if you've been with somebody for a long time and you genuinely know that you are lacking in some areas and the relationship gets a little distant, and obviously, you know, the first conversation you're going to have, and she's like, I think I want to break up. You're like, okay, see you later. Have a nice life. Of course, you're going to try to, like, wait a minute now. Let's take a step back. What's going on here? Talk to me. Let's work through this. This is something we can resolve if we work together. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to just, I never say, now, if it's somebody you don't know that long and they're like, I don't think I want to see you anymore. It's just, okay, cool. Well, you have a good life. Look, if you change your mind, give me a call back. And I'm still free. We'll go do something. Yeah. Who cares? On to the next thing. Um, okay. Yeah. 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 Erase any record of her. She is like a fart in the wind, my brother. Gone forever. Mad says, I showed a guy who said I was weak, my ab routine. He almost died. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you got abs. I'm talking about core strength, sweetie. Having core strength prevents injuries and it makes you stronger everywhere else. Abs are nice. Abs are nice to have, though. It's a it's definitely having abs are definitely like a trophy, because it shows you're committed and you got this one. Some people are genetically more predisposed to have abs, but it still looks good. It's more than just having a six pack. It's it says a lot about what you do to take care of yourself and maintain yourself. Um, Grass said, and it's still bothering me because my best friend, well, not even my best friend anymore. They're still dating. Let them go, brother. That's her loss and his loss. Grass. You know what I want you to do when we get off the phone tonight? I want you to go look yourself dead in the fucking mirror, look into your eyes, and say, that's her loss. Then I want you to write about it. Write about your quality and the things she'll never get to experience with you because she fucked up. Go write about it. I'm dead serious. I'm not kidding at all. Limpet, what's up, Henry? Says, how was it moving your hometown you graduated in? I don't understand the question, brother. Ask it in a little bit more intelligible question. I can't make out what you're trying to ask. That's right, Henry, like a fart in the wind. Here one day, gone, never to be seen or smelled again. Look, Grass, the truth is you can work on yourself for 6 months, change your whole identity, level yourself up to where you're unrecognizable, to where you would never consider taking this woman back. Oh, how was it moving from my hometown as an adult? It wasn't bad. I didn't move so far away that I could never see it again. It's okay to grow and move on, brother. Go experience new things. There's a big world out there. Divine said, moving away was the best decision I ever made. No money, no job, gone. Made it completely worth it. Cross the country. I like that, Divine. That's awesome. I know people have done that. Well, I'm tied here because of now because of my relationship, and I just have all my business and stuff here. But I had a son, so it's not like I could just up and go. I spent some time other places though. Lived in Texas for a little while. Lived in Colorado. Um, but yeah, I wasn't much to leave the little town I'm from. Araby, Louisiana. Look it up. Home of the first Popeyes fried chicken, y'all. I've eaten Popeyes since I was a little boy, and I love it just as much as I did back then. I don't eat it often. I really don't. It's more like a little guilty pleasure treat than it is a regular thing. But I'm gonna lean back here, y'all. I'm gonna kick on back. Oh, look who it is. Look who decided to come join the live stream. Miss Fancy. Fancy pants. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby dog. Hello. Hello, everybody. What y'all think about Fancy? There she is. What, baby? Hmm? What are you doing? Ooh, I hit the spot. I hit the spot. Look at that leg. I know the spot. She is cutie. She's adorable. Touch Grass says she wanted to not date from the start because I was broke. We broke up 2 months later. I'm successful. She wants to get back together. I said, okay, sure. But 4 months later, I catch her cheating. Yep. Yeah, brother. She missed that bus for good. I got to register her with the federal government as a lethal weapon watchdog, Henry. It's my junkyard dog. Popeyes wins, hands down. Oh, yeah. All day long. All day. I'll tell you what, I haven't had the first time I tried the chicken sandwich was a few days ago. They got this thing called a ghost pepper chicken sandwich. Um, yeah, she has your mind bent. You got a psychological get her back. Don't let her win. Yeah, that'll pass. You really need to get in touch with me, Grass. I'd like to see you never repeat that same mistake. Erna, ex-girlfriend of 2 weeks already slept with another man. What should I do? First thing, Erna, I'm sorry that you are telling me this. I know that's got to be hard to hear and think about, and it's got to be devastating, brother. That's a devastating blow. And I want you to know things are going to pass. You're going to be okay. You shouldn't do anything, my man. You should focus on yourself. The harsh truth is, you shouldn't even know what she's doing. You shouldn't even know what she's doing. And, that's like a kick in the fucking balls, man. I understand. Believe me when I tell you I understand. Um, there's nothing you can do, brother. Work on yourself. It's going to take time for you to grieve that breakup and process everything, but don't fall into destructive habits and behaviors. All right, Mads. Good night, sweetie. Rest up. God bless you too. Go rest up. Rest that knee. Erna. Back to you, Erna. Yeah. It's going to take you a little time to process, but there's no better time. Strike while the iron's hot, brother. Make the change that you just sincerely want to make in your life. Erna, I would suggest this is more of a one-on-one consultation topic. So email me, proudmasculine@gmail.com. Make an appointment. I can help you with that. I can solve that problem for you. Henry said, facts, man. Keeping up with an ex is like not removing a nail from your foot. Yeah, pretty much. Well, he wasn't in here for my spiel. That once somebody makes that decision to unilaterally change the terms of your relationship and end it, even though you don't want to, they've made that decision. The best thing you can do is let them have it. Let them experience life without you. Good deal, Erna. Well, guys, it's getting kind of late for me too. So I'm going to go ahead and thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. If you haven't yet, if you have not yet, hit that like, comment, subscribe. If you want to use me, what am I saying? If you want to use me, if you want to book a one-on-one, go into the description. There's a link to my email. You can get me through Instagram. There's also a link to my website. Just go on any of those. Also, people are not getting these notifications. My channel has been suppressed. Um, so not everybody's getting notified. My channel traffic has been extremely slow. So go into the description and join the Telegram group, and I will begin copying the link to the live streams into the Telegram so everybody gets the description. I mean, everybody gets the notification. So when you get off the stream, go in the description, sign up for the Telegram group. I'll put the live links in there every night, and you will get an alert for sure that I'm going live. Also, um, if you want to donate to the channel, all donations are appreciated and go right into the channel, back to the channel to grow this channel. I don't have sponsorships, I don't have partners or anything. It's just me making a difference. And the help would be greatly appreciated. And this is the only way I grow. Y'all are responsible for my growth here. And I truly thank every last one of you for coming in here and spending time with me and with the great questions and topics. I love this stuff. Um, let's everybody praise God a minute before we leave and say thank God for this opportunity to hang out and talk a little bit and talk about some good quality stuff with like-minded people. And that's it. And for the super chats tonight, everybody, thank you so much. Oh, look, a super chat. Big Bob with the super chat. Everybody, W's in the chat for Bob, New Jersey. Always a great patron. He sits in there. He never talks in the car. I think he's not in here. Then all of a sudden, he pops up with a donation. Thank you so much, Bob. Much love, brother. Much appreciated. Always good to see you. So, anyway, with that, we're signing off. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night. See y'all